Hi guys, it's Lori here. I blog at onemomindablog.com and I am a silver leader with Young Living. And I'm also out of deodorant. So I thought I would jump on today and show you how I make my own deodorant. It is the very first DIY personal care recipe that I ever made. It was about 2.5 years ago. I had received my Young Living starter kit, and my friend Amanda, who's pretty active in this group, who you may have seen and you may know, she was over and I was like, we have our starter kits, let's try making deodorant. I hear it's really easy. It's only a couple of ingredients, and we made it, and it was incredibly easy. It took us like 5 minutes, and we were like, okay, this is cool, like we'll go home and try it, you know, I'll talk to you later. Well, a few days later, we were just like floored with how well it worked. I used to be a user of some natural deodorant brand that I won't say, but it didn't work. It didn't have toxic ingredients, so I was comfortable with the ingredients, but it just did not work for me. So this was life-changing because I would put the deodorant on, and after the shower, because it is a cream deodorant, you will have to use your hand to apply it. So I'd take a shower, put it on, and then honestly, if I didn't shower the next day, I was totally cool. I did not have to reapply the deodorant. And that is phenomenal because I used to have to apply deodorant a couple times a day, not gonna lie. And so to only have to put it on once every 2 days if I didn't shower the next day, that is great. So for the last 2.5 years, I've been making my own deodorant. My husband uses it. We are all out right now, so we need to make some more. And it's super easy because all the ingredients that I use, I have in my kitchen pretty much. And I have it all right here, so I'm gonna show you how to do it right now. I'll start with showing you what ingredients you need. So I use a Bob's Red Mill baking soda. I also use Bob's Red Mill arrowroot powder, which I keep in a mason jar. A wide mouth mason jar would be smarter because then you could scoop in. Like, I made a giant mess here scooping it out a minute ago, which I'm glad I scooped it out before I had you guys going live here. But a wide mouth mason jar would be smart, and then you could just scoop that out. So you're gonna need a 1/4 cup of baking soda and a 1/4 cup of arrowroot powder. Some people use cornstarch, but I find that the arrowroot powder is a little more gentle. It doesn't irritate as many people's skin. It just kind of depends on if you get irritated easily or not, what you want to use there. But a non-GMO cornstarch would work just as good for this. I've always used the arrowroot powder and been really successful with it. You're also going to want 4 tablespoons of coconut oil. I have an unrefined organic version from Costco. This giant tub seems to be like the best deal. Hi guys, hi Laura. It's good to see you. Well, it's good to see your name. Let's see. So anyway, I have this coconut oil here. We use it for like everything. I just scooped this coconut oil out into here, and I'm gonna pop it in my microwave just real quick to melt it. If you're like against microwaves, which I try not to use mine too much, but I'm gonna do it quick here just to show you guys. I'm just gonna melt it so that I can stir it around in the other ingredients. I'm probably only gonna do like 10 seconds. So I'm just using a clear glass bowl here. I'm gonna pour in my baking soda. I'm gonna pour in my arrowroot powder. And I also forgot to tell you guys what the most important part, the essential oils that I use. I'm gonna put that in a little longer. It's a little chunky, so you kind of want to get all the chunks out so that all of your ingredients blend really well together. I'm gonna put it in a little bit longer. The oils that I use inside my deodorant are tea tree, you can see there, and thieves. This has always been a phenomenal combination for me. I know a lot of people just use tea tree or lemon or lavender. Like, it's really up to you what you want to use. I always tell everyone at least use tea tree, and then you can scent it with, you know, whatever other oil that you want, or just use the tea tree. So you see how I have a real thin, good liquid there. There's no chunks in it. Those are just some bubbles that you might see there on the screen. And I make sure it's not too hot because you don't really want something to be too hot. It might mess with your oils when it's mixed. It won't do anything. It just might lessen the effect of them, so you don't ever want to get them too warm. And I am just gonna drop my essential oils straight into my coconut oil. So I'm gonna do 12 drops of tea tree, and I'll do it here for you guys so you can kind of see how it drops out if you're not familiar. 1, 2, 3, 5, sorry, my hand's shaking, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I might have drank a little too much coffee today. It's usually my problem. And my thieves oil, which is my favorite. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And if you're familiar with oils, depending on which one you're using, they come out of the bottle faster or slower depending on if it's, you know, thick or thin oil. So you just kind of have to be patient with it and let it drop out as it comes. So I have all that. You know what I didn't grab was my spatula that I use to mix. Let me get that really quick, 1 second. Okay, so I like using this because then you can really smash through the baking soda and the arrowroot powder and get it all mixed in with the coconut oil real good. So I'm gonna pour in my oils and my coconut oil into the dry ingredients. And this is all the ingredients, you guys. So you totally know what you're putting on your body. And that's the whole idea behind making your own personal care products. The products that you buy in the store are often questionable, often very cheaply made with chemical ingredients. I just read today that the body only takes like 26 seconds to absorb a chemical on your body, and then it could be measured, you know, found in your body in measurable amounts after 26 seconds. So, and your armpits there are a very sensitive area. There's a lot of lymph nodes and things that you don't want chemicals on, especially the amount of deodorant that people might use, or if you're using an antiperspirant, something that will clog the pores there. You don't want that. So as you can see, it's just like my bowl's super dirty because I told you about my arrowroot incident. So you just mix it all together. It takes a couple of minutes to get all the chunks out. And while I'm stirring here, I will say, oh, I forgot to show you what container I'm gonna use. So this makes about 4 ounces of deodorant, which lasts me and my husband, because we both use it, it lasts us quite a long time. So I wanna say 3 months. Yeah, it might be 3 months. 3 months that it lasts us, and we both use it every day. So that's a lot of deodorant. And especially when with the natural deodorants that you buy at the store that are already made, that's great if you don't want to DIY your own stuff. Definitely look for something that is more natural. I know a lot of Young Living people use the Thieves Aroma Bright toothpaste as their deodorant, which it totally works too. I have done it when I was in a pinch. For some reason, I just still like making this one more than using my toothpaste in my armpits. I just, for some reason, can't put that together, but I know a ton of people who do it, and it's not sticky or anything. It totally does work. But I love that as my toothpaste, so I'm gonna keep it that way. For my husband and I'm just using this wide mouth 8-ounce jar, and I know that this is not a new invention, but I just bought these plastic caps to go on top of my mason jars instead of using the metal rings with the you know, the piece that's on top of it, because, you know, you open it up, the ring falls off and it's kind of clinky. Well, anyway, I found these caps and it's so much easier, and I don't know why I haven't been using these on all of my stuff. So I switched my caps out because I make a lot of my own stuff, especially my makeup remover wipes that I use every night. I was always annoyed by the metal cap coming off. So these plastic caps are awesome, and I'm super excited. So just like that, and you can pour in your homemade deodorant. Now, I like to let mine sit, my batch sit in the fridge overnight, and it gives a real great, hi Andrea! It is the best deodorant ever. I know Andrea has the recipe on her blog, I believe. Actually, she might have a different version of the recipe. There are several different versions of this recipe. I've always just stuck with this one because it's worked for me, and I figure why mess with, you know, if it's not broken, don't fix it. But if you want to try different versions, go for it. Okay, so I'm just gonna pour mine right into the mason jar that I have, and then you'll want to, you know, scrape every last drop into the mason jar so you don't miss out. So I'm gonna go and use, that's why I wanted my spatula, so I can get every last drop out of the bowl, because you got your oils in there. Those are valuable. You don't want to lose any ingredients. And like I said, I'm gonna put this in the refrigerator overnight, and then I should have made a batch to show you what it looks like when it's done. But it's kind of like a lotiony texture, and you just apply it after you get out of the shower. Now, if you do have it in a super hot room, because it's a coconut oil base, it will melt. Hi Linda. I'm glad that you want to try it. That's exciting. Tell me what you think. I do have this recipe specifically on my blog. If you go to my blog, onemominablog.com, and you search deodorant in the search bar, or you just go to the non-toxic living section and search deodorant, you will find the recipe here, along with a bunch of other recipes that I'm hopefully get around to doing more videos for. So you just, like I said, put this in the fridge overnight. It goes on as a nice lotion texture. It's super easy, and hopefully, if none of you have made any of your DIY products before, or your homemade personal care products, this will be your first one because it's super easy. It's something you use every day. So you're ditching a chemical product that you use every day, and you're switching for something good. Hi, Debbie. Oh, I'm glad. Yes. I'm serious. I make the deodorant at the make and takes all the time. We have make and take parties, and it's one of the favorite recipes that people love making. Anyway, it's super easy. Give it a shot. If you are not familiar with essential oils and you want more information, please message me. There's plenty of information on my blog. There's a ton of information in this group, so feel free to search around. And yeah, let me know if you have any questions. Have a great day, guys.